G'day. Today I want to talk about the number one mistake that business owners and entrepreneurs do with their profiles on LinkedIn. And this one mistake, this wrong positioning of yourself on LinkedIn is the one that costs you getting leads inbound. They're the people that are reaching out to you and saying, "Hey, I want your services." So one of my clients that came to me, just to give you an example, one of my clients that came to me is a CPA. And Don, if you're watching, awesome. He's actually based out of Florida. And when he came to me, he had a profile that really showcased his credentials. He's got a CPA, he's got masters, there's literally like 12 initials after his name. And he had all this history working in some of the most revered top tier corporations in the USA. And he was showcasing how great he is as a CPA. There's no question that he has all that skills. And so many business owners are like him, is that they've come from the corporate world or they worked as an employee somewhere else, and now they've become an entrepreneur. It's not often that someone starts off as an entrepreneur. It does happen, but most of the time you've gone through a journey to get there. The problem is when you reposition yourself as an entrepreneur on LinkedIn and you're there to show all the credentials, it doesn't work. Have you noticed that? Like, this was the question that I asked on because he was very proud of all that history. I was like, well, how many people are reaching out to you and asking for your services? The answer was a big fat zero. That's the reality. So straight away, I want you to ask yourself this. What's a resume used for? Because that's what his page was. It was an online resume. And as you know, a resume is used for getting a job. And if you're not trying to get a job, which you're not because you're an entrepreneur, you've got the wrong tool. You've got the wrong tool up there. So what I did with Don was the first step was really look at, okay, how can we transform to make your profile appealing so when people land on it that are your ideal client prospect, they actually reach out or they connect, or they start a conversation or they inquire about your services because it speaks to them. When we reframed him and repositioned him in the first tax season after my coaching, he got 20 clients in about a 3-week period. Just awesome, right? So this is the key. First thing you got to do is ditch your resume. You're not looking for a job. You're trying to get clients. So having a resume up there does nothing for you. Second thing, you've got to look at the structure of LinkedIn. On a profile, everyone gets to showcase the first 5 experience sections on a profile without hitting see more. So it displays the first 5. That's the money shot, right? That's where you should be showcasing what I call a client-facing promotional page. So our page becomes more like a mini website. We use those sections to highlight our key services. And within those sections, we really want to kind of emulate online publications. What I mean by that is think about online websites, news sites and blogs. They use subtitling. It's small paragraphs. It's chunks of information, right? Start to emulate how people are digesting, not these big paragraphs of text. No one reads that. Thirdly, what you want to be doing is addressing what you do, how you do it, who you do it for, what kind of expectations people can get when they work with you. You want to weave in any of the objections or myths about your services that these people might have. You want to answer them with the sections, right? So when people are reading it and you're not there to talk to them, they're like, right, that's one of my concerns, but this is the real answer. He's got the real answer there. Okay. So the profile changes from a resume to a mini website inside LinkedIn. It's going to help with conversions. It's going to help with interest spots where people are looking and paying attention, which means they dwell longer on the profile, which means they have more chance of taking the next step. So guys, that's what I need you to do. Ditch your resume, get rid of that, create a client-facing page. That's what I coach to. Reach out to me if you want to know exactly how to do that.